Hello students, welcome to the science class. Today we are going to start a new lesson, energy, and we have studied when is work done and when is not work done, isn't it? So why do we need energy? You have studied in small classes. Why do we need energy? We need energy to do our work, to perform all the life activities that we have studied in our lower classes. And where do we get energy? We get energy from the food that we eat, isn't it? That all things we have studied in the lower classes, and there are different sources of energy. We get energy from sunlight we get, and we get wind energy from the wind, and also we get energy from water. Hydroelectric energy we get from water. Okay. Then in the last chapter we have studied about force and work. When do we say work is done? We say work is done if an object moves by the application of force. When we apply force on an object, if the object moves, we say work is done, and if the object is not moving, work is not done. So we know force is applied on an object for doing work. How can we apply force? We apply force with the help of energy. If we have energy only, we can apply force, isn't it? So energy is needed to apply force, and force is required for doing work. So we can define energy as the ability to do work. That means without energy we cannot do any work. Without energy we cannot apply force and we cannot do our work. Okay. So we can say, what is energy? Energy is the ability to do work. Suppose you are pushing a table. If the table moves, we say work is done. And for pushing the table we use our muscles, isn't it? For pushing the table we use the muscles of our hands. So we apply muscular energy. We apply muscular energy, the energy created by the muscles, that is known as muscular energy. So with the help of our muscles, when we push the table and it moves, we are doing work. So work is done with the help of energy. So energy is the ability to do work. And the energy is mainly classified into two: potential energy and kinetic energy. Potential energy and kinetic energy. Consider a ball, keep on a table. That ball has stored energy. That ball has stored energy. The ball is not moving. It has a stored energy when we keep the ball on a table. It is not moving. So that ball has potential energy. That ball has potential energy. The energy possessed by a body due to its position is called potential energy. What is potential energy? The energy possessed by a body due to its position. The ball is at rest. That time it has the potential energy. So the potential energy is the energy possessed by a body due to its position. Look at the picture. Potential energy. Then the one boy is keeping the cycle on the top of a hill. That time the cycle is at rest and the cycle possesses an energy called potential energy. The energy possessed by a body due to its position is called potential energy. Okay. Then after that the boy is riding the bicycle and the bicycle is coming down, isn't it? That time the bicycle is in motion. The energy possessed by a body due to its motion is called kinetic energy. Okay. Kinetic energy is the energy possessed by a body due to its motion. Here we can see when the cycle is at rest, the man is at rest, it has potential energy, and when it is moving, it is coming down, it has kinetic energy. Initially it has potential energy, then when it comes down it has kinetic energy. The potential energy is converted into kinetic energy. Here the cycle is going up, the man is riding the cycle up. That time what type of energy it has? It has kinetic energy. And when it stops, it has potential energy. Again it starts to move, come down, it has kinetic energy. The potential energy is converted into kinetic energy. Here the kinetic energy is going up, the kinetic energy is converted into potential energy when he reaches the top. Okay, and again it is coming down, that time the cycle and the man is in motion, that time the potential energy is converted into kinetic energy. Okay, see, this is a balloon, isn't it? Air is filled in the balloon. That time the balloon is at rest, that time the air is inside the balloon, that time it has potential energy. And when we release the air, what happens? That potential energy is converted into kinetic energy. The air is coming out, the air is coming out, that time it has kinetic energy. Okay. So what is kinetic energy? The energy possessed by a body due to its motion is called kinetic energy. When the man is at the top of the hill, it has potential energy, and when it is coming down, it has kinetic energy. The potential energy is converted into kinetic energy. Did you understand what is kinetic energy and potential energy? Once again I will tell. Potential energy is the energy possessed by a body due to its position, and kinetic energy is the energy possessed by a body due to its motion. When it is moving, the object acquires kinetic energy. The total energy remains the same. When it is at rest, it has potential energy, and when it is moving, that potential energy is converted into kinetic energy. And when again the object stops moving, that time it attains the potential energy. That time the kinetic energy is converted into potential energy, and the total energy remains same. Then you have played caroms, isn't it? So we keep coins on the caroms board, and we strike the coins with a striker, isn't it? We hit the coins with a striker. When the coins are placed on the caroms board, what type of energy the coins have? The coins have potential energy. When the coins are at rest, the coins have potential energy. And when we hit the coins with a striker, the coins are moving, isn't it? When the coins move, it attains kinetic energy. When the coins move, it attains kinetic energy because the coins are in motion. So we say kinetic energy is due to motion and potential energy is due to its position. Okay. Then there are different forms of energy. We are familiar with solar energy. From solar energy we get heat energy, light energy, then electrical energy. From the electricity we get electrical energy. Then wind energy is there, mechanical energy. When we use machines for doing work, that time mechanical energy is used. Okay, there are different types of energies, and which are the sources of energies and the different types of energy we will study in the next class. And here are some assignments for you. The first one, you have to write these question answers in the notebook. Write the difference between potential energy and kinetic energy. The energy possessed by a body due to its position is called potential energy. For example, a ball at rest. The energy possessed by a body due to its motion is called kinetic energy. Example, a moving ball. Okay, and you have to read the textbook at least 3 times, understand the new words, and if you don't understand, again you have to see the video and you have to read the textbook. Okay, that's all for today's class. Thank you.